Hey everyone, good morning from Galveston, Texas. I go by the legend, joined by my wonderful girlfriend Molly. And in this video here, we're at Moody Gardens, which is an interesting attraction here. It's part aquarium, part rainforest zoo, part science museum. There's like a 3D and 4D movie kind of things.
There's a lot here.
There's a lot here. In this video, we're going to show you everything there is to do over here, starting with this pyramid, the Rainforest Pyramid, which was what I was looking most forward to. The entrance to the aquarium pyramid, pretty neat, very stylized. You have quotes on the wall from various people. So the entrance area does have a couple of aquariums in it as well, like this one with a frog and a gecko. There you can see a Miller's chameleon. Very neat. So you got another enclosure here, home to some mammals. Like this guy is a northern tree shrew. There's also a slow loris in here. I cannot find them, but a nice enclosure. You got an exhibit next that looks outside, home to some giant river otters. They're some big guys. I like the exhibit too because you can see above the water and under the water.
They're enjoying their time swimming.
Indeed. You can see just how big they are as well. Such a cool animal. Before you go into the pyramid itself, you do get a second story view of that otters section. And they have so much room.
Yeah, a lot of room.
I will say this is probably the largest enclosure I've seen anywhere for the giant river otters.
I'm sad we didn't see them go down their slide.
Yes, that would have been adorable. So we are now inside of the Rainforest Pyramid, and is a very large free flight aviary type place. There's also mammals in here. You've got things like tamarins and sloths that can wander around. And now those are very interesting because if they wanted to, they could just wander onto the pathways. And you know, I don't think they probably do that, but they could if they felt like it. Yeah. And a very large building for something like this. You can see here, cool design as well. So it is feeding time for this guy here. And as we go through the Rainforest Pyramid, any animals we get close to or get a good view of, I will put on the camera. And as you come in, you can pick up one of these, which lets you know what the animals are that you're going to see. And this is the kind of thing that I was hoping I would see. There's a white-faced socky monkey, and he's just hanging out on the handrail. So here you can see the socky monkey again, heading this way. Oh, he's heading right for us, and then he stopped. He did just run right past me on the path, and then he's looking at this. Oh, he's coming right over. Oh, there he goes. And that's what makes this place so incredibly cool. As for the second time, a white-faced socky monkey just ran right past me. You do have a really cool enclosure here as well. There's a grate there, so that aviary cannot get to you. But they do have a whole bunch of Rodriguez fruit bats in there. And what makes it kind of unique is they climb on the fence, some of them. There's also other animals in there as well. The next section is the Cloud Forest. The Cloud Forest area has a very stylized entrance as well. We do have a series of smaller aquariums here in the Cloud Forest section. This one's home to poison dart frogs. So this is an interesting animal. This is the alligator lizard from Puebla.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen these guys. It's really cool.
Yeah, you can definitely tell how it gets its name. If you watched some of my zoo or aquarium videos before, you know I'm not the biggest fan of snakes. But the mandarin rat snake here does have some beautiful coloring to him. The second really cool chameleon we've seen today, this one's a Jackson's chameleon. So as you go down some stairs here, they've got a wonderful mural display showing off the different levels of the rainforest. Hanging out under the red light, that is a prehensile-tailed porcupine. Now, our favorite zoo to follow on social media is the Cincinnati Zoo, and they always post photos of their prehensile porcupine, Rico.
His nose is so cute.
Yeah. So we're now on the lower level of the big pyramid, which is known as the Asian Trail. You do have some cool exhibits here in this tree for a tarantula and some geckos and a scorpion. You can see a Komodo dragon here. Of course, this is not a free-roaming animal, as that would be terrifying.
No?
Yeah, a little bit on the scary side.
On the pathway?
Nope. You got a nice pond here with some big fish in it.
Like the bony fish.
Yeah. You also got a stingray over here.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Another thing with the cool design is the birds could just wander around on the same path as people. Even very pretty birds like this one. The Komodo dragon's now moving around so you can get a tongue thing.
Such a long tongue.
Whoa. Took us a little bit, but we did find the sloth hanging out on the air vent back there. The next section is the Americas Trail. It's a very cool section of the rainforest as well. You got some macaws, some scarlet ibises, and then these guys live over this pond, which has a looks like a bunch of different types of turtles in there.
Yeah, look at the one guy trying to get out on the log.
There's this guy and some big fish as well.
He went back in.
You do have one that's just hanging out. You get a cool underwater view of the tank with the turtles and the macaws as well. And there are some big fish in here. The next section is Meet the Maya. Theming level here in the Rainforest Pyramid is really nice.
Yes, it's very, very nice.
Oh my. It's a green anaconda.
I don't think I've ever seen it move.
No, it's really big, moving around underneath the water. Look at that. That is so large. This here is the red-bellied piranha, but guys, that's not what you want to see. Because there it is, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water. Beautiful shot here of a pair of Ryan-Since macaws.
Because they're making noises.
Yep. The next section is the Africa Trail. Molly, you have a point. These trails are pretty short.
Very, very short.
Whoa, flying away from me. Here's a hornbill.
He did not want to be on camera.
No. That's fine. I'll put your pal that you live with here, the blue diker.
They're so cute and small.
Oh, yeah. They're a total kind of animal you could see like, oh, well, I could have you as a pet, right? Hang out on the couch, watch football together.
They'll enjoy football, yeah.
I think you would. I believe we're almost done here at the Rainforest Pyramid.
Yeah, I think we're on the bottom, on the ground floor.
Yep, with a sail-fin lizard. It's a prehensile tail skink.
He's so cool.
Yeah. Now, when you hear prehensile tail, that means their tail is kind of like a limb that they could use for climbing. Up next, we're going to show off the Aquarium Pyramid, which I think is the main attraction here at Moody Gardens.
That's how it smells fishy.
It does, yeah. Good thing this isn't smell-o-vision, YouTube. The first tank you get to is pretty cool. It's Gulf of Mexico, which makes sense being here in Galveston. And it's like a 2-level tank. So you can look down, and it goes on for quite a while.
It's a nice first tank.
Yeah, a very nice, warm welcome. Well, I think, guys, this aquarium will get a thumbs up from me. They have a really nice penguin exhibit.
Yes.
And you got 4 types of penguins in there. You got emperor, not emperors, you got king penguins, gentoos, chin straps, and rock hoppers. And it's pretty nice because if you duck down, you can see them swimming under there. Of course, when I turn on the camera, none decided to swim by.
And they were just there.
And they were just here. But it's a really nice exhibit, a nice collection of penguins. And they have a lot. Some of the penguins are very, very, very fast. Like that guy. Wow. Penguins are the best.
This way.
Continuing with the penguins, they have multiple underwater viewing areas for them, including this one. I love how they do like the iceberg kind of effect.
And then you can molten feathers.
Yeah. Oh man, this aquarium gets even better. They have a second penguin exhibit. These guys are Humboldt penguins from South America. And they're very active swimming around. The underwater viewing, very, very cool. This is the largest section where you can actually see the penguins swim on top of you if they were to swim that way.
So pretty.
Yeah. Really, really enjoying the penguin exhibit, which I know is a huge shock for you guys. As they're my favorite animal ever. This is the lower level of that Gulf of Mexico round tank that we saw when we came in. And a very, very, very long line for the touch tank, which are fun experiences, but I am not waiting in that line for it. This shark just swam by in another very, very large tank. This one is the South Pacific tank. Very big, lots of fish in here. Pretty neat. I haven't seen any moray eels or wobblegongs that are supposed to be in here, which makes me sad because they're both really cool animals. Smaller aquarium here for the coral reefs. Also kind of like your Finding Nemo style tank, as you do have clownfish in there. I love the lighting and the coloring though. Everything really pops in here.
It does.
Wow, beautiful. This tank is filled with venomous fish. I like the guy on the bottom that really blends in.
Yeah.
That is a scorpion fish. And the really pretty ones that are moving around are lionfish. With the bubbles coming in, this tank is the reef cress. And I like this guy with the big nose there.
He's really cool.
Yeah, that is a bird wrasse, or wrasse. And another great view here, that's the big South Pacific tank with those sharks in it. But they have an area where you can view it from the top, which is really neat, so that way you get a really cool view. And when the sharks do the shark thing with the fin out of the water, you can really get a good angle of seeing that from up here. Like that guy right there.
Where is that exactly?
This large tank here is for a kelp forest. I think my favorite fish are these guys. They kind of just hang out on the wall. Got some big ones in this tank. You've got harbor seals, and you've got California sea lions. And you can see them swimming by. Trying to get the... Oh, I always think harbor seals are adorable. Their little faces.
You do. Yeah.
Trying to see where the California sea lion went.
He was massive.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
There he is in the back. I think he's coming. No.
No, that's a harbor seal. He's probably up above ground.
He probably is.
I'm sure we'll see him in a bit. Wonderful tank here with the big tunnel effect. See our ray going right above us. And a large shark. The same exhibit with the tunnel continues this way. And you got some really neat stuff in here. A giant shipwreck and a room that's almost like 360. Here's the above water area for the Humboldt penguins. This guy's hanging out and looking at us. Always fun when you catch things like this. It's feeding time here at this tank. The fish are not very hungry. Also, check this guy out. He's my favorite in here. Molly, what's the name of this fellow who's about to get fed?
Monkey face. Turtleback.
Looks like he's gonna eat a piece of paper.
It's probably seaweed?
Well, he seemed to enjoy it.
That was really cool. You never see these guys really eat.
No. Found the California sea lion as he disappears into a cave. They do have a very beautiful and mesmerizing area for jellyfish, including this thing here. The big glass ball kind of fountain. Above is hundreds and hundreds of jellyfish.
It's very cool to watch.
Yeah. And then over here you got the moon jellies all lit up in like a pink glow. Now they're doing some enrichment with the seals. And checking their teeth. Aww. So the aquarium has a gift shop, as you would expect, but one thing that's awesome, they sell art made by the penguins. So for $50 you get a canvas that penguins have walked all over. That is fantastic. A very unique attraction offered here in the Discovery Pyramid is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, an interactive adventure. And this is, I guess the best thing to compare it to would be Turtle Talk at Crush at Walt Disney World, or like the Monsters Inc. Lab Floor, where animated characters on the screen interact with audience members as well as a live host.
Yes, more the hosts than the live audience.
Yeah, also lots of water effects. You get pretty wet,
yes.
Shockingly large amount of water.
They have two effects, poking you in the back and wet.
Yes, and you go and see all different animals. There's actually a lot of really cool, like innovative kind of effects in the theater itself too, like screens on the side,
theming level?
Yeah, theming level, the entire attraction is very strong. I believe that when this first opened, it had a SpongeBob theme. At some point, I guess they wanted to not pay for that license anymore, so they just used a more generic version. But it was neat, very unique, very different. I quite enjoyed it as a theming guy.
Yeah, no, it was very different.
So right now, if you're visiting on a weekend, you could go for a ride on the Paddlewheel out here in Galveston.
But I think the waters would be very choppy.
Yeah, it is pretty windy today. It is included with your value pass, your ride, and it's about an hour-long ride or 45-minute ride on the steamboat there. So in the Rainforest Pyramid, you do have a couple of movie theaters. You've got the giant screen 3D, which is pretty much IMAX. Yep. We were in there, we just watched a film called Hidden Pacific, which was very pleasant. I really enjoyed that. There's 3 different films they show at different times. And then over here, there's another movie theater. This is the 4D Special Effects Theater. And this one's much more like a theme parky kind of experience. Shorter movie, about a 12-minute movie. We saw the shark one, which was pretty solid. They also have an Aquaman one. And both of these are included if you buy the all-day value pass. Not open during our visit, but they do have a very large ropes course and a zipline complex here at Moody Gardens. I do like to point this out whenever I go to an animal-based attraction that the Moody Gardens is associated with the AZA. In the Discovery Pyramid is Skeletown. So Skeletown here is pretty much what you think it would be. It's a kind of a town of skeletons. So there's not a very large exhibit, but they do show you what different bone structures look like. And here you have the bone structures of the zoo area animals. Like, that's cool. Look at the one for the Komodo dragon.
That is cool.
It very much looks like a dinosaur. And then you got gorillas, giraffes, a lion, and the red kangaroo is interesting looking. So Moody Gardens does have like a snack bar concession area. It also looks like there's a garden restaurant that's not open at the moment. But the cool thing about the snack bar is you get to watch the giant otter exhibit. And that will do it for our time here at Moody Gardens. A little bit of information about the attraction. We bought the value pass, which enabled us to do every attraction we showed you today. Also would have gotten us on that boat ride. But it's not a cheap place. Moody Gardens, to buy that value pass, it is $60 a person. We were here for about 4.5 hours. So you do get a pretty solid day's worth of entertainment, but the ticket price a little bit high.
A little high for what you get.
You can buy the attractions individually as well, but they're also not, you know, they're not a great value proposition there. For me, I really enjoyed it. I had a pretty good time. I love the Rainforest Pyramid. I think was my favorite.
Oh yeah, that really impressed me. The Rainforest Pyramid.
The monkey that ran right past me twice, and the giant otter exhibit. The aquarium was interesting because it didn't have a ton of enclosures, but the ones they did have were on a larger scale.
Yes, they were massive. Not the best layout though.
No, very confusing. We got lost and didn't know our way around, but they had a great penguin exhibit. So
yes.
We also did the movies, which was fun.
Yeah, a
lot of squirting with water in the some of those. I enjoyed the unique one, the 20,000 Leagues immersive kind of interactive one.
The theming and everything.
Yeah, it was
screens and the way that they did it was really good.
Yeah, it was well done. Very much top-notch themed
If you were
entertainment.
only going to see one thing, I'd say one movie.
Yeah, I would say probably do that
one.
And followed by the IMAX. If there's an IMAX that you really want to see, maybe do that one instead. But there we go. If you got any questions about Moody Gardens, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys very much for watching this video.